Welcome to the Instagram stories for Tuesday, October 25th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. No show yesterday, so we missed Mosseri Monday. Let's do it Tuesday, though, because we want to make sure we get to this Q&A. It's one of my favorite parts about doing this show. A couple of times recently, over the past few weeks, I've mentioned the fact that Instagram is testing a notes feature, which is very similar to the AOL Instant Messenger away message that we used to use to write our emo song lyrics. The first question, Instagram Notes feature is only available on one ID. It's not showing up on the other accounts. Here's his answer to that.
So we've been testing notes in a handful of countries, and usually when we test something new, there's a small percentage of people who don't have access yet, but it's been doing particularly well, so hoping to launch it soon, and then everyone will have access.
Nice to hear that that's going well. The next question, how do you schedule a post? I like this because it's a very open-ended question in the sense that the person didn't say, how do you schedule a post inside the Instagram app? They just asked, how do you do it? Here's the answer.
We haven't launched scheduled posts yet, but right now we're testing it on Android for business and creator accounts. Let me know if you'd like to see it happen.
Okay, first, you can schedule posts by using third-party tools like Later or Planoly, or you could use the Instagram Creator Studio on desktop. Doing it on the Instagram app is really what he's talking about there, but really nice to hear that it's being tested on Android first. Sometimes as an Android user, I feel like we're a bit forgotten about, so that's nice. Last week on the show, I talked about some of the new safety features that Instagram has implemented in order to keep people feeling good about their experience on Instagram. One of those parts has to do with nudging people, reminding them before they post something that might be construed as mean or rude, a little message that says, hey, are you sure you want to post this? So the next question, do you think promoting people to be nice online really works? That's a good question.
So this is in reference to one of the safety features we have around nudging. So nudging is this idea of you just remind someone that to be nice or that sometimes walking away is better, sometimes they act differently. And we actually see in the data that, sometimes they don't. They still do what they were going to do. Sorry, a little invasion here. But often they do. Often they actually change what they're going to say, which is, sorry for the notifications, which is great to see. It's not a silver bullet, but it does help.
I'm actually pretty impressed that they have research showing that that works. I like that a lot as a concept. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about why certain accounts get verified even though they don't have a lot of followers and it doesn't look like they need verification. First, a word from our sponsor. The Instagram Stories is sponsored by #Slayer.com. If you want to reach new people and if you want to build your audience, you need to be using #Slayer.com. You can sign up with your email address and get your first month completely free by using the code IGStories at #Slayer.com. Again, that's code IGStories at #Slayer.com. And we're back. Next question. Why do random people with 200 followers get verified? Nobody is trying to be them. I just want to pause, say that question is hilarious, and as someone who does not have a lot of followers, I can completely relate to that question.
It's a good question. We actually did away with the minimum follower count threshold a long time ago. Yes, it's designed to help people who are being impersonated, but the criteria we look at is notability. Specifically, do we find enough press about you?
This is a good reminder to start bookmarking every single press piece that you have about yourself, whatever it is. Then once you have a few of them, submit for verification. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks at Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.